Okay, box office update for you all for Monday, June 9th, 2025. Recording this in the morning. I'm using Box Office Mojo's numbers, and these are the estimates, meaning they're going to be round numbers. Sometimes I record these later and the numbers are more precise. I'm sure you all are very interested in that. Number one at the box office this weekend was Lilo and Stitch for the third weekend in a row. This was the draft pick of Neophyte Reviews. It made $32.5 million this weekend for a total gross of $336 million domestic. Remember, we are doing domestic. We don't do worldwide for our game. Yeah, stands to be the biggest movie of the summer unless all the other big movies that are coming are gonna dethrone it. But I think the only one that actually threatens Lilo and Stitch at this point is How to Train Your Dragon. I would not be too worried about Superman or Fantastic Four or Jurassic World Rebirth threatening Lilo and Stitch. Number two, opening at number two, From the World of John Wick, Ballerina opened to $25 million. This was the draft pick of Smash Trivia John. He drafted it with his first round draft pick, $25 million for Ballerina. A disappointing opening for Ballerina for Lionsgate, although it's certainly like on par for action movies of its sort. In fact, it's done pretty well. Like, it's basically opening on par with The Accountant 2, and its destiny is to be watched forever on airplanes and on cable, if cable still exists. You know what I'm saying. I went to see this movie and I thought it was pretty good, and I thought Ana de Armas is great, and it didn't get as much attention as past movies like Rogue One and Justice League, movies where the director was fired or replaced during production and a new person came aboard. It didn't get the attention that those movies got, but that is certainly the case here. Len Wiseman, director of the RoboCop remake, played good soldier, is the credited final director, but it really seems, watching the movie, you can feel that it's a Frankenstein's monster of a movie with two directors, where the action sequences are directed by Chad Stahelski, who directed the reshoots, also was, a producer for the movie, is the main creative voice of the John Wick movies. And so the fight sequences in this movie feel like John Wick fights. That's why they're great. John Wick himself is also in the movie. Keanu Reeves is, for Lionsgate, which went really heavy into this. They want this to be their big franchise, their Marvel Cinematic Universe. But the idea of franchises, why studios love them, is they're not dependent on stars or star directors. I think from this movie, just in terms of me enjoying the movie, John Wick didn't need to be in it for me to like the movie, but I think Stahelski is the necessary ingredient. That this series maybe is dependent on a person, and it's Chad Stahelski, which is not good for Lionsgate because they don't want to be dependent on a person. They just want the thing to run itself. They just want the entity from Mission Impossible. They just want this self-perpetuating algorithm that just gets people to say like, oh, this is from the world of John Wick, I shall go see it. All that is to say, $25 million, this thing is not going to be a breakout hit, but it'll probably perform like a John Wick movie. All right, number three, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, $15 million. Its domestic total stands at $149 million, and it was the draft pick of Jen Walks Into Walls. Number four, Karate Kid Legends, in its second week, added $8.7 million. Domestic total of $35.4 million. This was drafted by Smash Trivia John. Number five, Final Destination Bloodlines, in its fourth week, added $6.5 million for a $124 million total. It's doing great for a horror sequel. This predated our game. Nobody drafted this. Number six, The Phoenician Scheme, Wes Anderson's movie, went wide, added about 1,600 screens, I think. $6.25 million. Its total is $7 million. Drafted by Jen Walks Into Walls. Did anybody see this movie? Let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I love Wes Anderson, and I'm excited to see it. Number seven, Bring Her Back. Number seven in its second week, $3.5 million, $14 million total. Drafted by Screen Time Coda. Number eight, Dan to Dan Evil Eye, an anime film, opened at number eight. $3 million for Dan to Dan Evil Eye. This was not drafted by anybody. Sinners is number nine in its eighth week, $2.9 million for Sinners, domestic total of $273 million, basically playing like a Jurassic Park movie. Hell yeah. This predated our game, so nobody has drafted it. 10th place, Thunderbolts asterisk. Doing not good. One of Marvel's worst performing movies ever, despite the good reviews. In its 6 week, it made $2.5 million, $186 million total. This thing is not going to get to $200 million domestic. And worldwide, it's even worse. Like Eternals is going to end up making more money worldwide than Thunderbolts did. And that was COVID times during the Delta variant. And we all remember the Delta variant in the fall of 2021. That's where we are for Thunderbolts. Okay, opening at number 11 was a movie called Dangerous Animals, which was drafted by Captain Hot Dog. It made $1.5 million. This movie looks like it's going to be my favorite movie ever. I can't wait to see it. A shark and serial killer slasher movie on the high seas. Like they just went into my brain and made a movie that I would like to see. 12th. Nope. Sorry. We're going deeper down the rankings. 13th was The Last Rodeo, which added $1 million to it. Its total stands at $13 million in its third week. Drafted by Cinematic Joshua. Captain Hot Dog also had Jane Austen Wrecked My Life, which was number 17. Added $190,000 for a $1.45 million total. The Life of Chuck, the Stephen King adaptation, directed by Mike Flanagan, opened on 16 screens, so it is yet to go wide, but $216,000 here for The Life of Chuck, which was drafted by Smash Trivia John. And also opening, drafted by Smash Trivia John, was I Don't Understand You, with $164,000 on 253 screens. I believe that's all of John's draft picks have already opened. Let me just confirm that. Yes, sir. Karate Kid Legends, I Don't Understand You, Life of Chuck, and Ballerina have all opened for John. So we're going to update the standings now for you all. In first place, Neophyte Reviews with $336 million. Second place, Jen Walks Into Walls, $156 million. Third place, John, Smash Trivia John, that is, with $61 million. Number 4, Screen Time Coda. Number 5, Cinematic Joshua. Number 6, Captain Hot Dog. Number 7, Drooby Dooby's Movies. And the 3 remaining players, Spooky T, Patrick Perot, and Load Bearing Beams, have yet to have any movies open up in the box office. And that is that. What's coming up next? What's coming up next week? Is next week How to Train Your Dragon? Next week is How to Train Your Dragon. That's going to be the big movie next week. Also, Materialists. Can't wait to see Materialists. I'm serious. The Celine song. The woman who directed Past Lives, a great movie. Her new romantic comedy opening up. And that is what's coming next weekend. And I look forward to talking to you all about it in 1 week.